knows a Greek Cypriot name. So could you please, on your cue, help me out by making me feel even more welcome than you have already by giving me a great big warm Yassas! Fantastic! One more time! A great big warm Yassas! Fantastic! What good Greek? Well, it's obvious that many of you have travelled around North London. Harringay and Enfield, North London. That, if you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, is the Greek Cypriot equivalent of Highfields here in Leicester. Only the cars drive a little bit faster at night, you know what I'm saying? No, we'll skip past that one. Actually, this evening, I've just come from doing a gig earlier today, an unusual one, to an audience of priests. Yes, priests. Mind you, they didn't applaud me, they forgave me. It was rather nice of them, I thought. Perhaps I'll have some divine inspiration tonight, I don't know. In fact, I asked some of the priests to follow me here this evening, but they didn't want to know, because when I said Some-Antics, they thought I said Some-Agnostics. So they didn't want to know. Yeah, so I'm doing some comedy magic tonight, and I've got a few magic tricks here, ready for you. Now, what is comedy magic, I hear you ask, right? I'll tell you. Comedy magic means, if what I say you don't find funny, it means it's magic. Okay? Got that right? And so the last 3 minutes have all been magic, obviously. Okay? Yeah, here we go. So I've got seats ready for my volunteers. They're plugged in. We are insured. Are we? No. Sammy's paying. Yeah, so I don't need a volunteer for the first one, but I do for the second one. Oh yeah, I've got a little I've got a little menu here. Can you see this, folks? Look, I'm doing, first of all, a mini illusion. Give me an ooh. Yeah. Second one is a prediction. Yeah. Third one is poetry mind reading. What the hell's that? I don't know. I only mentioned it today. I hope it works. I did it especially for a poetry crowd. And the last one is something to do with telekinesis. Ooh. Yeah. Sounds like people at the back have seen a ghost. But that will do. Okay. Thanks very much. Now, I've got an empty bag here. Like the front row will validate that it's empty. Yeah. Yeah. See that? Oh, I've got a magic wand here. Look at that. How about that, eh? Ooh. Yeah, nicked it from Hogwarts. So there you go. Empty bag, right? Yeah? Front row are all nodding. Don't know if they're nodding off, but they're nodding. Okay, so empty bag. Now, here's what I did. I walked in on Valentine's Day. My wife was waiting there. I clicked my fingers, reached into the bag, and pulled out a ribbon attached to a beautiful box of flowers. Ooh, yeah, some more woos, please, come on! Yeah, absolutely. So, she was happy with that, but I sensed a slight bit of disappointment. So what I did was, I clicked my fingers once more, two things happened. One was a bruise started to emerge. I suffer from my art. And then I reached into the bag once more. And what do you know? Out came another beautiful box of flowers. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, David Copperfield, eat your heart out. And the bag is still empty, right? Yeah. See that? I don't have to stick the magic wand in it. So for a third time, I clicked my fingers once more. The fingers reeled in agony. But again, I thought I'd suffer from my art. And I pulled out a third beautiful ribbon attached to a beautiful box of flowers! There you go! How about that, folks? You know what? The funny thing is that those flowers are taller than the bag. Can you see them? Yeah, so let's figure that one out. Okay. Right, I've got, I should have had this ready. How professional. There we go, say that, put that there. Right, okay, I've got a prediction effect for you now. Ooh. I need a volunteer, okay? I'm going to have, this gentleman here has got a friendly face. Can we welcome Mr. Friendly Face here? Come to the front. Right, fantastic. name? Jack. Okay, take a seat, Jack. No worries. Yeah. Now, I will need a couple of volunteers later on. And one thing you need to know is we're very friendly here at Some-Antics. I don't take the piss out of anybody, not even myself. Okay, so here we go. So what have I got here? I'll tell you. I've got a list of 24 words here, right? Which Jack will validate later on. They're all different words. But what I've written it in bigger font so you can see. Do you see that? I've got a list of different words. Yeah, folks? On that small sheet of paper, which Jack will look at later, I've got 24 of them. Alright, can you see that mostly? Yeah, okay. So loads of words on this sheet. Now, what Jack's going to do for me is select a word. Now, the thing is, if he chooses one, you might afterwards think, oh, I knew he'd choose that one because it's the nicest word. For example, on here, there's the word pizza, for example. And for the piss head, it says wine. There's lots. So you might think there's a psychological force going on. So what Jack's going to do is choose a word blind, okay? So Jack, what I need you to do, and there's a prediction here, made obvious by the fact on the envelope it says prediction. So, yeah, I know you're an educated crowd, but I thought I'd help you out. You know? I know it's an educated crowd, we're opposite the curve. You know, on the other side of town, there's people who watch Love Island and Kardashians. You guys don't even know who they are, right? So here we go. So there's a list of 24 words here, Jack. And when you say stop, we're going to cut one of the words in half. And will you catch, as the sheet falls, will you catch it? Because if I pick it up, you'll think I'm switching the list, right? So Jack's going to pick a word blind. He might pick a nice word like sun or wine. He might get a neutral one. We just don't know. So whenever you say stop, am I standing all right here? You'll all see, yeah? So as soon as you say stop, Jack, we'll cut that word in half, okay? Okay. Just say stop when you're happy. Tension.
Stop.
Stop here, yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody stops higher up. Oh, shit, Jack. Wait a minute. Right, now, oh, well done. Keep Jack, you're doing fantastic. I've been shit. Jack, please, put the words that have been cut in half together. Is there a word that's been cut in half? Razor. Are all the words different?
Yes.
And there's about 24 of them. Give or take. Yeah. We've got a mathematician here. What are the COVID stats at the moment? Okay, now do you see this envelope that says prediction? Right, I'll rip it off. Attention mounts. I should put my glasses on for this. Here we go. Jack, there's one sheet of paper in here and one sheet of paper only. Right, you see it says prediction. Can you all see? And on the back of it, it says razor. Now, there's something else in this. You cut the word in half, didn't you? Yeah, sort of. Yeah, well, yeah, I did. Yeah, Some-Antics, folks. Actually, in this envelope, is a razor that's been cut in half. Give Jack a big round of applause. Jack. Thank you, mate. Yeah, wow. Okay. I've done something else specially for this evening. I've come up with a themed magic routine. It's to do with poetry and literature. No mass exodus for the bar? It's obvious this is the educated side of the town, right? Yes. LCB Depot. Yes, I pronounce it depot. It's the bourgeois pronunciation here, opposite the curve theatre. Right, so yeah, I need 2 volunteers. Can I have two of you? I mean, you know I don't take the piss out of anybody. Can I have 2 people take the seat? Yeah? Lady there, would you mind? You know, I won't make fun. Give a big round of applause. It's all right, mate. I'm just getting the front row with you. Thank you very much. So, would you mind, sir? Is that all right? Is that okay? Thank you. Great, great. Okay, so yeah, I need a couple of volunteers for the next two routines. Thank you very much. All right, yeah. I hope the magic is puzzling you so far. Yeah, a number of things puzzle me. For example, you know the people in hell, when they piss each other off, where do they tell each other to go? If love is blind, why is lingerie so popular? Yeah, these things puzzle me, I can tell you. All right, so poetry fans and actual poets in this room. I'm privileged to be amongst you. This routine is about the power of words. I think you'll all agree that words are powerful. Some words are more powerful than others, and that's what this routine is about. Okay? So, for example, some words more are less powerful. For example, I have here the word to. Simple two-letter word, almost meaningless. Of course, every word has a meaning, but it's not very powerful, right? Yeah? Yeah? My head's nodding? Yeah? And I have another two-letter word, not very powerful, be. But put the two words together, to be, and what does everybody say? To be or not to be? Yeah, absolutely. And we move from the meaningless to genius. Agree? Right, I hope so. You know, you're opposite the curve, you've got to agree with that. You don't have choice. Let's off to Beaver Street, you don't think that's genius. One of those late night bars where entrance is by tattoo on your neck. So right. So I've got here the words of Hamlet's soliloquy. And I want you to take these words to heart, and my volunteers will as well. Take it to heart because this is about making these words your own. Okay? What's your name? Becky. Okay, Becky. So I'm going to read these out, not to show off because I'm going to read them, I haven't memorised them, but it's important for the routine, okay? Becky, you can join in at certain junctures. I don't think the mic's going to pick you up, but have a go anyway. Do the opening line. To be or not to be? Yeah, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them.
To die to sleep.
Yeah, and no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache, and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die to sleep perchance to dream. Ah, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil. Ladies and gentlemen, give that a round of applause. I know I didn't like it. Now Becky, you've read all this with me, yeah? Please hold that for just a moment. Just keep it holding, okay? Right, here we go. Now this gentleman here, you're going to participate now. I've got all 60 words of the soliloquy on the back of these cards, okay? It's going to be a bit boring, a bit tedious to run through them all. But your name is, sir? David? Can you see how the words are all different? Yeah, they're all different, okay? We're just going to go through that. You see that? David's validating this, yeah? See? Yeah, see that? Okay, all different, yeah? Okay, and I'll show you a few more, yeah? Afterwards, if anyone's sceptical, you're welcome to come and have a look, yeah? All different, Dave? They are. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle them now. Okay, so let's shuffle. And Dave's going to pick one of these words, alright? And Dave, I want you, just like Becky and like the rest of this audience, to take the soliloquy to heart. Okay? Is that fine? Is that fair? Right, okay. So, Dave, in a moment, as I go like this, just touch one. Just touch one. Don't pull it out, just touch one. That one? Okay, now take it, Dave. Alright? You've got that. Will you please take that word to heart, like you have the soliloquy? Because you're an educated man, I can see. Yeah? Right. You're not on Beaver Street getting pissed off. Just later, you and me, mate, later on. Okay. Right, so are you thinking of the word?
I am, yes.
Don't say it out loud. Keep thinking of it. To be or not to be, that's the question. You're still thinking? Think a bit harder. Is it arrows? Is it arrows?
Yes.
It's arrows, ladies and gentlemen. So you've taken that word to heart, and you have two Beckys. Now, Becky, you looked at the soliloquy, didn't you? Will you open it out again? These words, you've taken them so much to heart. But can you see that sheet that you read? A word is missing. And what word is missing, Becky?
I assume arrow.
It's arrows. Becky, I thought you were Brady. You're wearing glasses. You're sitting opposite the Curve Theatre. I know you're a poet. It says, look, the slings and arrows. The word arrows is missing. Becky has taken Shakespeare to her heart, as has Dave. Thank you very much. Well, stay there. We'll keep you there. All right, folks. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen. We're up to now the telekinesis reading. Now, with those of you who believe in telekinesis, please raise my hand. That's a great gag. It's not mine, but it's a great gag. Count these days. There should be 10. It's not about the cards. Count them face down. This is not a card trick. It's an object trick. Count those, Becky, please. Right. Are there 10? Have you got 10 objects there? Yeah. So by counting them, they've validated there's 10, and they've validated the fact that none are stuck together or anything like that. Yeah. They're normal pieces of cardboard, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, Becky, what I'd like you to do, in front of this erudite and educated audience, although there are one or two exceptions, I think, I'd like you to count one at a time into my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give Becky a big round of applause. Didn't she do well? Give her a round of applause. Dave, would you please sit on these cards? Sit on those 10, yes. Okay, now Dave, you count your 10 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give Dave a big round of applause. He did really well. Becky, you sit on those 10. So, these cards have been counted up 10 times, right? Yeah? 10. 10 cards. You're sitting on them, Becky. You're sitting on them, Dave. I wish to move some cards from one to the other. And they're sitting on them. So it would be most impolite of me to move them in the traditional manner. So, I'm going to try and use telekinesis. Ooh! Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Now, Becky, I'm going to start with. Now, Becky, you're going to help me out here. There's 10 cards. We need a number. We need a low number. I want you to think of any number between 2 and 4. What is it? 3. Fantastic. Oh, fair. Right. 3. Okay. Now, Becky, please validate. I'm not touching you. I'm not doing anything inappropriate. We're bourgeois here. We're politically correct. We do all the right thing. Okay. So 1. Dave, don't move. Feel that? No. I might pop this up though. 2. My accountant. Fuck the tax man. I'm not paying. And 3. So you're sitting on 10 cards each, yeah? Dave? Yeah? I've not touched you. I've not done anything. You've counted 10 cards each, yeah? Right. Okay, Becky, please arise in a graceful manner and now count your 10 cards into my hand for these wonderful audience here, sat here in anticipation. Sitting open-mouthed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They've travelled the other way. 13. Right. 13. Then let's see if you've got 7. Get up, my friend. God, that ghost is spooking us out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've travelled the other way. Thank you, Becky. Give Becky a big round of applause. Give Dave a big round of applause. Let's take a seat. Thank you very much. Okay, folks. I've been trying. Am I done yet? I'm on time. Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed your company. Good night. I'm John Constantine. Thank you.